What's going on, everyone? So I am doing a stream mainly because I'm trying to find the best Operation Market Garden / Bridge Too Far kind of strategy game. There's a few of them that I looked at, and over the months and years and stuff like that, there's actually one that I picked up on my iPad. I'm going to see if it's actually on Steam so I can play it on, well, the computer. And I'm kind of relying on you guys to help me with this, so come along for the journey kind of thing. I was gonna play a game, Battlestar, but for some reason, man, when I get like an hour or two of sleep, man, the next day I'm good to go, right? I can do stuff, right? I'm like motivated. I can do stuff. I can like get stuff done, right? When I get like 6 to 7 hours of sleep, man, I am like a daggone zombie the next day. I don't know what the heck's going on in my body, man. Alright, so let's take a look at this. So, I want to pick up everything before January 5th, obviously because this is the Steam winter sale, and things are absolutely insane with prices. Look, minus 40, minus 66, minus 50. I have so many things in my cart right now. You guys probably, I don't know if you can see it. It's not listed here. But on my actual, Steam thing, I think I got like, how many does it show here? 5 items. And I can't decide. Maybe I can have you guys help me out with it. Why is that running? Okay, whatever. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in Market Garden here, right? Oh, I didn't know there's a Battle Academy Operation Market Garden. Okay. This came out in 2011 by Slytherin. So it's a publisher that I love. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, we got the like comic book kind of thing going on here. Nice. So it's more of like, it's not like, what do you call it, Grognard level. I would say it's probably more toward the, I'm not going to say beginner level, but it's more like generalized, right? It's not like Grognard where you're moving squads and stuff like that. Oh, these are only screenshots? Okay. I mean, it looks alright. For $3.99, this might be, but I need some more. I wish there was more screenshots, and I don't think this is enough. And there's only 2 user reviews on this. And it's a recommended one by this guy. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to put that in the wish list. I mean, for $4, I mean, you can't go wrong, really. So I typed in Market Garden. Let's try A Bridge Too Far. Because that's how everybody knows it by that movie. A Front Too Far. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look at this. It's a World War II game, an open world RPG. Mixed reviews. That's not very... Steam, come on, man.
In any case, a very dangerous place. You cannot go there alone. Come on.
No, I'm not down for that. It's like an old style Call of Duty set in Market Garden. I definitely don't want to do that. Oh, daggone, that's it? Oh, alright, so we got Close Combat, Last Stand Arnhem, which this is in my wish list. It's actually in my cart. I'm planning to actually buy it. Reason being is I really, really love the way this looks, right? It's, how do I say? It's easy to kind of identify, right? What buildings are, where the bridge is, roads, all that stuff. So it looks great. The only thing is, when I look at something like this, I'm like, all right, so soldiers, I wonder how soldiers would look in this, right? You're kind of going through this, and you're trying to figure out how big a soldier would be. Well, those are soldiers. That's a unit. It's really hard to see that. Like, it's almost like my eyes are not good at 37. So I could only imagine, like, that's really hard to see. I can't even separate this. I can't even identify this. I might have to zoom in. I don't even see anything on here. I guess this is a zoom. And this is the max zoom, it looks like, because there's no further one in, right? There's just a zoom out. So something like this is going to be really hard to kind of see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to kind of go like line by line to find, oh, there's something here, and I don't know what this is. It looks like almost like an AT-AT, anti-tank. What did I say? AT-AT. It's a Star Wars thing. AT, anti-tank, and you got two guys here. But like, it's really hard to identify them. I don't even know what they're doing. I know that it looks like two guys, but it looks like they're laying on top of each other. You know, it's... And then when I was looking at this, I was like, wow, the graphics look gorgeous. You know, I mean, like the screen. But then again, when you look into it, you're like, all right, so there's a unit there, there's a unit there. I mean, it's so small. And my eyes, like, I'm struggling to see it now. So, like, my eyes are just, like, I need to rub my eyes just to kind of, like, unfocus. I mean, I wish they were a little bit bigger. Maybe not one color. I don't know. A little bit bigger, not all one color. I'm assuming they're all laying on the floor. Looks like everybody's laying on the floor. And I can't even... Oh, okay, there are units here. See, I didn't even notice that. I was looking at this earlier. Jeez, I'm just finding them now. Look. I was looking at this screenshot for like, I'd say the last 2 days. I just discovered these guys. Just right now. I'm not joking. Yeah, it definitely needs to... So that's the only concern I have about this game. Everything else looks great. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna, or maybe I can. I don't know. I'm not gonna do this because a lot of times when I full screen it, the Steam website is, I don't know, sometimes freaks out. I mean, the animations look good. And it looks like it's easy to kind of like send them, you know, go here or attack this. But like, I don't know what that is. Is that a tank? Is that a vehicle? I don't know. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned at. Alright. Now the only other thing about it is, like, they said out now, Close Combat: The Bloody First, right? The first release using the 3D Archon engine. Now, this game I've played, right? And I really, really like this game, right? And you can easily tell, like, soldiers, right? Like, this is a lot easier to kind of identify. Obviously, tank, you know, soldiers in the background right here. So I had no problem at all with this one. I've played this game. I really enjoyed it. It's really, this scenario right here is actually tough to beat. Played it a bunch of times, but the animations look good. The UI looks great. You know, I did really enjoy this game. It has mixed reviews, but let me tell you something. It says 47% of the 276 user reviews are positive. I am one of the 47%. I really like this game. You know, I can identify soldiers. I can issue them orders. So, like, Close Combat: The Bloody First is a game that I really, really enjoyed. And so I'm just hoping that they add more with this, or maybe redo the previous games, like Last Stand Arnhem, with this engine, because I would love it. But that's the only hesitation that I'm having. By the way, if it's $23.99, I would definitely recommend this. Again, done by Slitherine. Most of the games that I actually look at that are, I feel like, are done exceedingly well is Slitherine games. I have a hard time finding anybody else that does a really amazing game. I'm getting a text from the wife. Okay, interesting. Great. So we can't take our kids to our to their grandparents' house because I'm not a political, I try not to get into politics, but let me tell you something. If you don't believe the coronavirus is real, that it's a government conspiracy, that it's like an X-File or something like that, that's fine. Like, you do you, right? You do you. But don't endanger my family. Don't take your mask off in front of our kids, right? When we're not there, right? And take your mask off in front of our kids, right? Possibly giving it to them, and then we bring them home, right? And they can pass it to us, and then from us to the grandparents, right? Or even the kids go straight to the grandparents. So now, because of this incompetent fool, right? This person that doesn't give a... I don't have a babysitter for, how many days? It's going to be like 7, something like that, over a week now. So... stuff like that really pisses me off. Like, it really pisses me off. And it kind of makes me want the old days of Brooklyn. Because you had a problem with somebody, you settled it, right? And if somebody was dumb and stupid and didn't give a shit, you can give them a piece of your mind. And I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm not going to advocate, anything. But in Brooklyn, we had a way of, like, settling things. And they were settled after you settled them, Here, the best you can do, not here, but, like, modern day, the best you can do is tell them, listen, I don't want you to do this, and you can try to talk it out, but this guy's hard-headed, only gives a shit about himself, told that he's narcissistic, whatever, whatever. But, it's just absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. And it's usually coming from people that never served a day in their life, right? Like, people I know that think that this is fake, that this is usually from people that never, like, served, never did anything. And I'm not, like, trying to put anybody in categories or anything like that. But, let me tell you something. If you really... people that serve, like, being in the Army or Marine Corps or whatever, right? You do know that secrets are really not kept in the government. There's a thing called scuttlebutt. There's a thing called scuttlebutt. And about maybe half the time the scuttlebutt is bullshit. The other half of the time it's real. If you're on deck, right? If you have a CO or general, right? 4-star general, and he's talking to a lieutenant general, right? You're going to have a E5 or maybe somebody that comes in the room, hands him the coffee or something like that, overhears. And let me tell you something. You could have... Humans are one thing. If you hear something, you're always going to have somebody that says, dang, man, I just heard this. This is crazy. And maybe they get drunk that night and let something slip, and somebody overhears it, and that becomes a scuttlebutt, and eventually the whole company hears about it, the whole division and stuff like that. So that's how stuff gets out. So when people say this is a conspiracy and, it's kept at the highest levels, let me tell you something. If it's kept at the highest levels, at the highest levels, it's easy to come out, just as it is easy to come out at the lowest levels. So I'm just going to put that out there. There's a lot of things I found out working admin. And, like, I overheard stuff, Colonel talking, I always try to keep my mouth shut. But, like, I was a PFC at that time. So I'm not going to say, like, just going to leave it right there. I'm just going to leave it right there. All right. So, anyway, where were we on this thing? All right. So this is the other, because, obviously we kind of went through all the Steam stuff, right? Because there's nothing else. Let's go back one. No, it's not going to go back. Yeah. So there's nothing else, I don't think, right? We got Men of War Vietnam. Dang, my brain is like super foggy, man. I really need to get some sleep or something, man. Which is crazy because I got good sleep last night. I don't know what the frack's going on. I'm having coffee. I really like. I had 3/4 of my coffee already, and my and hydration, and I have both of them, and I'm still like foggy. My brain is still like a cloud, you know. Bridge too far. Ah, okay. Nations at War. I love this developer. It's Lock and Load Publishing. We actually had him on the Single Mode Strategy podcast. Or actually, no, wait, Developer Dialogue podcast. Ooh. Ooh. I like the counters here. Nice. Okay. The Battle Baston. Is it gonna pop out? Ah, oh, nice, good. I played their other game, and I have it in my thing, and I really enjoyed that one. So I'm assuming I'm gonna enjoy this one. This is what? Normandy? Yeah, Omaha. All right. Okay. And wow, it's only $3.24. That's one thing when we were having a discussion with the developer, I was just like, dude, you realize your games are like $5. Like, I think the previous game that I was playing was $5. I forgot the name of it. Where is it? Tactical Digital. This is the other game that I was playing, right? It's $5. It comes with like 4 scenarios. So it's like literally each scenario is like $1.25 or something, right? And which is cheaper than a cup of coffee, even a small cup of coffee, right? And you can get like off each scenario probably like 30 minutes to 60 minutes of gameplay. So really great deal, really great deal. So I just want to make sure that they have no bridge too far. Oh, but that's a tutorial. And that's not the right date, is it? Because it was in Holland. Huh. I guess that's what they were going by to find it in. Now I know that he has, what do you call it? You could pick up extra scenarios in the game. So I think they give you, in this one, they give you 3 with the tutorial in it. But I believe, I remember him saying that there'll be like additional scenarios that you can buy in game. I wish there was like a list that I can see. Maybe I can go to Lock and Load. Maybe he'll have it on the website. Yeah, he has some really great games. Tank on Tank. Upcoming releases. Oh. Let me check out Lock and Load. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, here's to Stalingrad. There's some really good games coming up. Alright, digital games. Let's check this out. Nations at War. Is it going to tell me the... Show more. There we go. No, it's not going to tell me the extra scenarios it has. I don't want to buy it to see if the scenario that... If they have a, bridge too far scenario. Battles on Demand. Ooh. But this is a board game, I think. right? I always want to play Victory or Death. My buddy has it as a board game, and every time I like bring it up, I'm like, hey, Bob, can we play this? And he's like, yeah, not today. Let's do a Civil War thing. And I'm like, dang. So I think I did ask the developer if he's bringing this game over, and I think he mentioned that he is in the process of bringing many titles to the digital platform. So that's awesome. Yeah, you're gonna take me to there. Daggone, I wish I knew that they had what kind of extra scenarios that they had in that. Daggone. I'll have to figure out. Maybe I'll email him or something like that. Because, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it this way. All right, so I mean, we checked how many games already. I think that was pretty much all of them, right? On Steam, at least. Now, John Tiller makes Operation Market Garden. He made his own game, and I forgot how old this one. This is. It doesn't say what year it was released. But I really like John Tiller games. It's kind of Grognard level, but it's Grognard level at the point that I can handle it. You know, they have small scenarios and they have bigger ones. The bigger ones are a bit overwhelming because you have literally hundreds of units. The smaller ones I like, smaller and medium ones, because you can finish that in like a day or two. So yeah, that's really, really what I'm looking for here. Joe's Bridge. This is Expanded Market Garden Historical Games. So where's Arnhem? 30 core. This is 30 core, right? It was 30 core in the game, movie. 30 core? Yeah, this is 30 core because it's where, I'm assuming that's where Arnhem is. These are all the bridges. Where's 30 core? I'm assuming these are Germans. These are Americans. Now, the cool thing about this, we interviewed the developer, War Game Design Studios, which is now designing John Tiller games. So John Tiller is taking a step back. I believe he's working on contracts or something like that. So War Game Design Studio is now has the license, and they're actually making John Tiller games. These guys are amazing, and I haven't released the interview yet on Developer Dialogue. I'm actually going to do it in January, probably like the first week or second week of January. But these guys are making new John Tiller games, but they're also going back through all the John Tiller games, updating like the art, the engine, like multiple things. So if you bought a John Tiller game like 10, 15, 20 years ago, which I have, be prepared for an update that's going to improve your game. I mean, can you imagine? To me, that's huge. I love stuff like that because it shows that the developer cares about the people that bought the game, cares about their fans, cares about their user base, cares about their games. You know, they're passionate about it. You know, they're not like EA, right? Like I play NBA, was it Live or NBA 2K, whatever. So I play one of those games, and every year they do nothing. They slap a $60 price tag on the game, change the roster, and that's it. You're paying $60 for an updated roster, in essence. The graphics basically stay the same every year. EA doesn't care because they're getting $60. They're also doing in-app purchasing, and they're like, they're like throwing shit on a wall and seeing what can stick. And unfortunately, this NBA and NFL, they're sticking because people are like, look, I need the updated roster. I'm gonna have to pay $60 for updated roster in essence. Because on console you really can't edit it, and you can on the PC version, but you have to go to forums, you have to look, or you have to do it yourself. So now, if EA was non-corrupt, what's the word I'm looking for? full of really horrible executives. I'm like borderline saying evil executives, but horrible executives. You know, you're money hungry. Okay. But you know what? You could be like, look, we're not really doing anything to the game. Let's just update the rosters and charge people $10 or $15, right? Even $20, right? That would be that would be expensive on its own. But that's still cheaper than $60, or I think it's going to $70 now because the console versions are going more expensive. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, all right. So what is this one? All right, so this is probably 101st or something. I'm looking for like one of Arnhem Bridge. This is Nijmegen. Okay, I think this is what, 101st? Or is it 82nd? I'm trying to remember. Who held Nijmegen? Was it 101st Screaming Eagles, or was it All American guys? All American, 82nd. I'm trying to remember. I don't have the chat up, guys. My apologies. I just I don't have it listed. Arnhem. Here we go. All right. So these would be the Brits. I would figure they would be in red though, right? Because they're the red. What the heck is their nickname? I don't know. Whatever. Something red. That scene in a movie where Gene Hackman was with that British guy, and they was given like a heads up on the operation, and he had like one of the maps, and he said something. He was just like, where am I gonna land? He's like, here. He's like, no. This, it's marsh and it's all muddy and stuff. He's like, here. And he's just like, no, that's too close to German lines. Here, no, not here. He's like, well, I presume you will have us land somewhere. He's like, yes. And then he kind of like takes his, I don't know, wherever, that freaking rule or whatever, and he like goes off the map, and he says, somewhere right around here, which I think probably around here. Something over here. And then he goes up to the whatever, that freaking British guy, and he says, yes, General. He says, just checking which side you are on, kind of thing. I love that scene. That was awesome. And I think Gene Hackman was representing the what do you call it, Polish brigade. Polish were actually in Polski. My last name is Polish, so I'm first generation American. My parents were born in Poland, so got a little soft spot, proud spot for the Polish. It's probably where I learned my appreciation for good vodka. So this looks good. Okay, I mean, the tiles, right? The textures look good. I mean, I can understand the difference. This is, forest. This is like farmland. So it looks good. I could tell the difference between the terrain, height, the difference between like infantry. So I might actually get this. Yeah, I think this will probably be the best. The only thing is they're not on Steam. John Tiller is not on Steam. I did ask the developer. I forgot what he said, why he's not going to Steam, or if he is going to Steam. I'm trying to remember. The interview was like two weeks ago. I forgot. I'm going to have to post the interview and then let you guys know. But going to the John Tiller software store. My Shopify. $30. It's not too bad. It's not bad at all. The only thing about it is like I always get very hesitant to buy games outside the Steam store. because I've bought John Tiller games before. I think I have that one. I think I have this one. I think I have one or two of these. I definitely have Squad Battles. Like, I have this one. I want to get that one. Proud in a Few, I have that. When I was on Paris Island, I was looking for Marine Corps games, and John Tiller popped up. So I bought this, loved it. Bought this, loved it. And then I got into Vietnam kind of itch. So I went to Tour of Duty Squad Battles, and then I bought this one. So I spent a lot. These are worth, I think they're normally $50. So I think I spent like $200 on John Tiller games. Now the only thing is, and I did talk to the developer about this, is that I have these games. I own them. The only problem is, I don't know where they are. I got a disc, right? And mind you, I bought these games in 2002, 2003 in Paris Island, right? I mean, it was delivered at Paris Island. So I know I brought it back to New York. And I know I seen it like, I don't know, 12 years ago, something like that. I think when I got married, I did bring it with me to, first place I moved to with my ex-wife. But I think after that, when I moved back to Brooklyn, everything got lost. I don't know what happened. Put everything in my parents' basement. But it's like a shared basement with my parents and my uncle and aunt, and then my babci, and so that's grandma in Polish. So it was all down there, and I don't know where it was moved. There was also 2 hurricanes that hit. I don't know if they were damaged in that because I can't find them. Things like that, and maybe they were thrown out because they were soaked. I don't know. But that's the thing that I'm hesitant on, because I'm gonna pay $30, and if I lose it, that's gonna be really, not good. The last developer I want to check is Battlefront. There we go. All right, last developer I want to check. See if they have. It wouldn't be under this. Upgrades. Shock Force 2. It's not gonna be that. Fortress Italy. I do want to get that though. I wonder if they're doing like a sale for Christmas. Do they have a store, or is it just Red Thunder, Final Blitzkrieg? Is this? Man, some of these models are gorgeous, man. Ugh. I love Battlefront. We actually had an interview with the developer, again, on Developer Dialogue Podcast. You guys got to check this out, man. It was a great interview. And I'm a huge fan of Battlefront. I bought the original ones back in 2000. Remember the Normandy one and a bunch of other ones. These are Allied tanks, so that's a Sherman, I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, if it's Final Blitzkrieg, what I'm thinking is this is the Battle of the Bulge. Now, what I'm thinking is, if it is Battle of the Bulge, they would stack it with maybe, possibility they might stack it with, see? Dutch, French, with the Battle of Arnhem. And playing the Battle of Arnhem with like models like this, I mean, if you recreate the battle, the Arnhem city, whatever, right, with British paratroopers and German tanks like this, that would be sick. That would be sick. Like, that would be like, I'd take a week off and just do that. That doesn't say which missions. Weather and ground line of sight. Combat as The final array of German heavy armor. So it talks about like the features, not the battles. The TONE. Why does that sound familiar? That's a military thing I remember. That's order in battle. Oh, I think I remember what TONE stands for. I remember. Okay. Like what units are participating in a mission, stuff like that. Assets that you have and stuff like that. If I'm mistaken, you guys let me know in the things, because it's been a while. Okay, it says right here, it covers exact detail of the American Army and German Wehrmacht that saw combat on the Western Front from October 1944 to January 1945. No. What the heck? September 17th. September, October. I'm a month short. Shit. Daggone. Maybe there's like a DLC or something. Red Thunder, I'm assuming, is the Eastern Front. Now, I will say this one thing, though. Is Battlefront did mention that they will be bringing their games to Steam. Slytherin and Matrix Games is handling the marketing and distribution of Battlefront games. They have like a partnership now, which is awesome. Because I can, I try not to buy games outside the Slytherin store. Slytherin is kind of the exception because I could always access it. It's not complicated. It's not like it's a digital download store. And it has all my games for purchasing. Now, the only problem with that is I do have multiple IDs, so sometimes I have like games in one ID and then the other, and it becomes a little bit like, oh man, why did I do this? With Steam, I pretty much have just one ID. I believe so. But they were also mentioning like you could log in and re-download your game, and I was like, I know, but the last time I bought a game from Battlefront.com was, I don't remember. Might have been, might even be before my first marriage, which was like over a decade ago. So it's been a while. Maybe Battle for Normandy wouldn't cover. Do you think they would lump that in? I hear my son. Cobra Breakout. Okay. So yeah, it's not going to cover it. It'll cover the Cobra Breakout and the main landings. I actually have this game. What am I doing? I actually have this game. It's on the Mac App Store, so I already own this. I bought it on the Mac App Store again because it wasn't on Steam. The Mac App Store, I only have one Apple ID, so for me that was easy to pick up. But it doesn't look like they have a Market Garden kind of game. Maybe they're old style games, the retro games from back in the day. Now that I mention GOG, man. Oh, I heard horrible things about that. There we go. Hey, now you guys know my ID. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon because I hear my son's up to crying and doing stuff that my wife. What the bridge constructor? How did you get a bridge too far to bridge constructor? What the daggone? Dude, I know you guys have combat mission. I just bought a combat mission game from you guys. There we go. Barbarossa to Berlin. No, daggone. They don't. That's a good price. It's like 20 years old, though. Almost 20 years old. Almost directly 20 years old, guys. Check that out. It's a good game, though. I would still play it. I actually just bought this recently. I was playing game with my buddy. Yeah, I don't think this is going to cover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It recreates battles in northwestern Europe from the June 6, 1944 through the end of the war. Okay, so it most likely will have the Battle of Arnhem. But again, like, I want a little bit more detail. Daggone. So I think I kind of made my own decision. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and... Where the frack is this thing? There we go. My wish list. I think I'm just going to go with... if I can find it. Come on. Date added. Not that one. I definitely want to pick this up. Definitely want to get that. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's more than one. Dude, I had 5 in here. Steam, how is it like on my Steam app, right? Like the actual app. I have right here, it says 5. You guys can't see it, but it says right here 5 games. I have Black Wake Mountain Blade, but then here, and it's under my ID, it only lists this one. Weird. Really weird. So I definitely want to get that. That's gonna be $15. And then I think I'm gonna go with this, guys. Yeah, I don't think I have. I mean, this offers the level of detail, not too much complexity, not like full-on Grognard. It's on Steam, so if I'll never lose it. It's just those little soldiers, man. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to go with this. Now, what I'll do, though, is I'm going to have to look at your guys' where is this thing? Studio. Maybe you guys have been offering feedback. Channel customization. Where's the fracking thing? There we go, live streaming. I don't know if you guys have been offering feedback, but we'll find out right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys have been. Okay. Thank you, Irate Spartan 13. So the Red Devils. Okay, interesting. Panzer Campaign, Mark Garden, 1944. It is old and expensive, but I think it is the best one. That was the one we were looking at, I think, right? Ooh. Irate Spartan, man. I'm going to check that out here. Oh, boy. Yeah, they do have it. Son of a frack me. Oh, shots. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man, this is juicy. This is juicy. Okay, so what do I need for this? How is it I did not see this, man? It's not in any of this. I mean, how much is this? So this is for Battle of Normandy. So I have that game, but I have it for the Mac App Store. So let me do. You guys are not going to see this because OBS is not going to be able to do this. But let me check if this game that I bought like a decade ago on the Mac App Store is there, and it is. Okay, this is one thing that I really love about Apple and Steam, right? If you buy the game, it's yours. Like, it's like forever. And movies too. So like if the developer stops selling Combat Mission Battle for Normandy on the Mac App Store, it's still going to be there for me to download and play. Even if Battlefront takes it out, I'll still have it. You guys can't see, but I'm kind of going through this thing here to see if there's works on this Mac. Yeah, 2012. Doesn't say anything about DLC. There's no in-app purchasing. I doubt they touched it in a long time. The last review was from 8 years ago, so I doubt they updated this game on the Mac. So they probably didn't add in-app purchasing. So the question becomes, oh man, this game looks great. Oh jeez, look at this. Look at this, man. That means I could put guys here and then, oh shit. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. Oh. This looks, oh man, this is what I want. There's no download for the, what? As long as you have the up-to-date installation, you already have 100% of the files you need. Check the base games page to see if you're up-to-date. You are allowed to have 2 activations at one time for one or both operating systems. Okay, I'm assuming Mac. A licensed version of Combat is required for Commonwealth forces. Recommend that you have Game Engine 4 installed. However, Marking Garden will work with Engine 2 or 3. Okay, that's good. So I probably have one of those 2 engines. I'm hoping. Because Engine 1, I think, is their original engine from like the 2000s. Oh, and I gotta... Oh, okay, I see what... Wait, I don't understand this. It says product info. There is no download for this product. As long as you have an up-to-date installation, you already have 100% of the files you need. Check the base games to see if... But then there's a purchase on this. So if there's no download for this product, what... Is it already based in the game and I'm just unlocking? Is it like in-app purchase? And I don't know my login for this. I have to do some searching. Daggone. So I'm going to have to buy the game again, I think. Because if it's on the Mac App Store, I can't transition it to this App Store. This is why I wish just everything be on one platform. One platform. And right now, like, I'm spending all my money on Steam, so I'm going to have to make an email. Maybe they can, I can send them the receipt on the Mac App Store. They allow me to buy this. I mean, like, just credit me this game and I could buy this. But this looks great, guys. Special thank you, man. Dude, I really appreciate it. Irate Spartan. I really appreciate it, man, because this looks sick. Absolutely sick. I mean, I can't imagine playing this game in this. I mean, this is something that, like, you would buy a new computer for. Like, to play Market Garden with this kind of detail and this level of just juiciness is... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit this up. I have to send a couple of emails out and see if I can do that, but I don't want to spend $35 and then rebuy this game for I don't know how much. I don't think they do. What do you call it? I don't think they do sales, because like this is at $60. I think that's the regular price. So altogether, I would be spending like $100, which is a lot, especially since I own the game and I already bought it. All right, guys, let me end this stream. I really appreciate all the feedback. Yeah, man, this is good stuff, man. I'm gonna probably hold off on the Steam version. I might just buy it because it's only $10. I mean, what's $10, right? It's like 3 cups of coffee right there. And just try that out. But this one's probably gonna take me like a week or two to try to like get credit for this on their app store, and then buy the combat mission Arnhem one for $35. So, all right, guys, I will catch you in the next one.